I was 17 years old, and I went on a retreat with the legionaries. And this priest came in, this old priest, and he used the gospel of Simon being called by Jesus. And then he does a little reflection. It was so clear that he had experienced in some way. And I got really excited. First, because it was just so interesting and creative, but then it grew to, what about all those other passages I've heard 100 times? Maybe there's so much more there. So this priest opened the scriptures to me. And that is something that I get to do now with people all the time. And I love it because I've experienced it through him, and now on my own, and now with others. And then I see them doing it on their own, which is a pretty awesome experience. And it all goes back to that priest, Father Anthony Bannon, that old priest who opened the scriptures to me from his own experience.
So I've been so blessed over the past 9 years to have really been able to walk with probably a handful of legionaries here in Philadelphia. They're like brothers to me. I have no brothers, so they're like my brothers, but like the good kind of brothers, not the kind of brothers that, try to get you in trouble. Through all of it, from the beginning all the way to today, Father Peter Kim has been like a fixture in my life. Like, I'm sure he'd probably be shocked to hear how much he's impacted me because he's so humble and just wise and kind and gentle, and I'm gonna start to cry. What he does for me is he's always turning me back to the altar. It's a gift. They're really like family to us.
Priests came to our doors, and one of them had the audacity to ask me how deep was my relationship with Jesus and what was I doing to build up the kingdom of Christ. I thought about it for a minute. I said, you know what? I could do more. I could do more. So we started men's groups. My wife started a women's group. We'd have a weekly reflection, a gospel reflection. And then we went into a monthly evening of reflection, which one of the legionary priests would come out. We'd have mass. And this way, the men would have that gospel in their heart for the whole week. So they helped us really to deepen our faith, challenging us. And I've tried to do that myself, challenge other young men, older men, to have that deeper relationship that I was challenged with.
In the past 9 years, I've had the privilege of being able to walk with hundreds and hundreds of women in their journey to try to connect with God and grow in their faith. And I can tell you, it wouldn't be possible for me to do that if I didn't have the Legion to walk with me on this journey and my Regnum Christi sisters and brothers.
Father John and the Legion have been an intricate part of our life for over 20 years. And Father John said to me, you know what, you should really start an apostolate. And we came up with a gospel reflection group. That group has now grown into over 170 groups of over 1,000 men who meet every week in the tri-state area.
We should support them because they change lives. And one life changed can affect countless others.
Or I see the greatest value personally in a donation is as a sign that my work is appreciated, or rather, it is doing something. Because these stories that I remember of receiving, it's only once in a while. It's every other year or something that really stands out in my memory. But when someone donates, that's difficult to do. That takes effort. And it shows that they see the value in what I do.
So I have to tell you, we owe them a debt of gratitude, not only for me personally, but for everyone in my family, for Susie, our children, and now our 16 grandchildren. Dig deep, because I would tell you that the greatest investment outside of our Lord Jesus Christ that I've ever made is an emotional, financial, and spiritual investment in the Legionnaires of Christ.